is SportsCenter.
Boy, talk about a playoff atmosphere. What a game Sunday night in New Jersey. Giants and Panthers going all the way to overtime. And if you thought the Steelers were going to thump the Titans, well, now you know. Tennessee, the top seed in the AFC. The New York Jets stumble in Seattle. How does that loss shake up the AFC playoff race? We'll do our best to show you. Meanwhile, the Falcons cap a miracle season. But which other NFC teams need a little holiday magic? It's SportsCenter. Yes, it is SportsCenter. Along with John Anderson, I'm Stan Verrett. Only one time this decade has a #1 seed won the Super Bowl. In the last 3 years, a 5 seed has won it all in the NFL. But still, the playoffs are sort of like the holidays. You'd rather be at home. Week 16 featured 2 battles to get there.
Panthers-Giants for the top spot in the NFC. Might want to question how much New York really wants this thing, though. Defending champs were one of those 5 seeds you mentioned.
Yeah.
They won all 3 games on the road to get the Super Bowl last year, and then, they beat the Pats in Arizona, which isn't like being in a borough of New York City or New Jersey. Steve Smith settling in for a long winter's nap. No, he played hard. D'Angelo Williams, handoff up the gut, 13-yard touchdown, and the Panthers go from 3 down to a 7-3 lead. 17 touchdown of the season. That's a new franchise record. Brandon Jacobs back in this one, healthy for the moment, thank you. 2-yard touchdown run. 6 feet, 6 points. PAT good Giants lead 10-7. Later in the second, Panthers driving, 3rd and 7. Jake Delhomme flips it out there to Jonathan Stewart. Stewart picks up 15 yards. Later in the drive, how about we cap the drive on 2nd and goal? Who else? D'Angelo Williams one more time, 5 yards. Thank you. Panthers go up 14-10, and we're sort of pushing the blue team around a little bit. Next Panthers drive, Delhomme. Look at Jake the Snake, fake. Musa Muhammad, there he is. Right through the hands of Aaron Ross. Muhammad's got it. 60 yards total on the play inside the 5. Look at it again, Ross. Texas guy, cold hands, maybe unsure hands. As it turns out, very good for the Panthers. Guess what's going to happen now? Well, let's see. If the first touchdown was Williams was good, second one was good. Yeah, good, better, best. 3 drives all end with D'Angelo Williams rushing touchdowns. That's an excellent game plan. We go to the 3rd, Giants down 8. Derek Ward, 22 yards here. He ran like a man who was trying to stay warm. I mean, he just kept going and going and going. Later in the drive, 3rd and goal. Big play. Don't want to settle for a field goal down here. Kevin Boss has got it from Eli Manning. 4-yard touchdown. The Giants trail by a point. Didn't go for 2. Just kicked the PAT. We move on into the 4th quarter. Still a 1-point game. Delhomme steps up, finds Dwayne Jarrett. 19-yard gain. Steve Smith had 3 catches in this one for 47 yards. That one goes to Jarrett. Next play, Williams. Oh, my goodness. There he goes again. So you got good, better, best, and now bestest. Williams, 8th player in the NFL with 2 4-touchdown games. Remember, he had 4 in Green Bay earlier. Panthers lead 28-20. Later in the 4th, Eli Manning finds Amani Toomer, 15 yards. Drive keeps going. Where's Dominic Hickson? He's got to get himself one, right? This ball lands incomplete, but Ken Lucas is flagged for pass interference. First time all season the Panthers flagged for pass interference. 14 games. 3 quarters in 11.5 minutes roughly. Jacobs, handoff, 1-yard touch. That really is a remarkable stat. No pass interference, and that one goes in for a touchdown. You got a good 2-point play. That'll work. 28 all, but plenty of time left. 3:20 for Delhomme and the Panthers. They got it down to a minute remaining now. 1:23. Delhomme fumbles the snap. That's right. Yeah, give it to Williams. And he run. This guy made good stuff happen all night as well. Over 100 yards in the game for D'Angelo Williams. Oh, Steve Smith flagged for holding. That doesn't count. Valuable loss of yardage for Panthers. 9 to go in this one. 50-yard field goal. John Casey. That looks good. And then the Meadowlands Winds grab it, and they send the ball wide. They send the game into overtime. Little hiccup there before the snap. And now we go to OT, tied at 28. Now, as you know, in overtime, first team to score wins. If, after 15 minutes, the teams remain tied, the game is a tie. Derek Ward, off he goes. Oh, my goodness, look at this guy. 215 yards in this game on just 15 carries for Ward inside the Panthers' 40-yard line. Later in the drive, 3rd and 7. We're not messing with the wins or the pass. Sorry, Eli, you got to give it to Ward, and off he goes again. Inside the 20, as we said, over 2 bills for Ward and Jacobs. How about give me 3 rushing touchdowns? We're not settling for one of those sissy field goals. We're winning this game with a touchdown. The Giants man up and take it in extra time, 34-28. Giants clinched the top seed in the NFC for the first time since 2000 when they went to the Super Bowl, but lost to the Ravens. 301 rushing yards, the highest total for New York since November of 1959 against the Redskins. That's getting some done. The guy calling the plays, or at least supervising it all, Tom Coughlin. He likes tough football.
Our guys they're tough-minded, and they accepted the challenge and went to work and played ourselves, as I said, into again playing and executing good football.
You know, when you're playing late in December in a cold game, you're gonna have to run the ball well, and we did exactly that. It was good to come out here and just play well. Kind of win or lose, you know, it doesn't really matter. But to come out and just play well, get that confidence back, get that rhythm, that flow back in our offense. That was what we needed.
Yeah, Eli likes that. Give it to one guy for 215. Give it to Jacobs for 87 and the 3 scores. Giants.
And you stay clean and warm.
Clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs with the win. The Panthers now in murkier waters as they can clinch the NFC South with a win at the Saints next week. Never a given. But they could also end up as a wild card if they lose to New Orleans next week and the Falcons win at home against the Rams. Here now, the disappointed coach.
You know, we're in the playoffs. You know, that was the goal of the season. You know, the team a year ago that won it wasn't the first seed, and, you know, I don't think it's been the team that's won in a while. So, you know, again, that would have been something that was something we had as a priority, and just wasn't meant to be.
We made the playoffs. We knew about it last night, but you play every week to win the football game, and we had chances, but we didn't win it.
Trent Dilfer is here for a breakdown of the NFC playoff picture right now, and Trent doesn't just manage the analysis; he makes big plays. Giants made some big plays when they needed them, and they went into the playoffs last year as a number 5 seed. They're going in now this year as a number 1 seed. How much more dangerous are they this year?
Well, you can't be much more dangerous than they were last year. I think this is a very good thing for them. This gives them a chance to kind of take a week off, get rid of the Plaxico Burress drama, re-identify themselves, get back to their winning formula, which they showed tonight against the Panthers. You know, play good third down defense, get some stops, convert third downs on offense, and give those backs the ball as many times as possible. This is a good thing. This is a very dangerous beast getting into the playoffs.
Just like we saw with the Steelers in the AFC hand the mantle of best team in the conference back to the Titans, Carolina Panthers were getting a lot of love as maybe the upstart in the NFC, and now they haven't even won their division. What do you see for them?
Well, the Panthers played well tonight. You know what they showed me? They showed that they could protect Jake Delhomme in passing situations. They didn't have a lot of them, but when they did have to drop back to pass, they protected them well. They moved the ball well. They just didn't come up with the key stops when they needed to. But they have a dangerous beast next week against the New Orleans Saints. Very dangerous football game for them. A game they need to pay great attention to, not only to win so they can win the division, but so they can have some momentum going into the playoffs.
Carolina in the playoffs, still some work to do in the division. But that's just the beginning of the NFL story from Week 16. We toss it over to Chris Berman now, who picks it up from there on the Blitz.
Welcome, everybody, to the Christmas edition of the Blitz. I don't know how that tastes. Probably pretty good. Tom Jackson, Chris Berman, and let us be among the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Among the first to wish you a happy start of winter. And among the first to wish you, for you Canadians, a happy Boxing Day. Now that we got, did we say boxing, Tom?
Yes.
Because in the AFC, when it comes to Tennessee and Pittsburgh, going for essentially, for Tennessee, yes, for Pittsburgh, all intents and purposes, home field advantage. This game was like the WBA, WBC, IBF heavyweight unification title bout. Here we go from Nashville. Titans win, they'll clinch home field. Remember, they were the last team to lose a game this season. Kerry Collins and company without Albert Hainsworth and Kyle Vanden Bosch and Ben Roethlisberger said, maybe I get a break. Maybe not. Pittsburgh driving early, 3rd and goal. Ben inside the 5, but it's a fumble. William Hayes, one of the 2 rookies that really stepped up along that link, along that defensive line, recovers it, and Ben Woozy.
Yeah, Ben sees the goal line, tries to duck that head, takes the hit in the head, ball comes out, Titans recovered.
And so the Steelers down 3-0, and now here we go again. Here's William Hayes. It's a fumble, and Tony Brown falls on it. Ben's lost 4 fumbles in his last 3 games. Can't do that. Suing Titan possession, but we told you, you knew it would be a game like this. Kerry Collins. How nice is this? Just engaged, just in time. 10-0, Tennessee, 34 yards. Last 6 minutes of the half, here come the Steelers. Big Ben to Santonio Holmes. How nice is that? Touchdown, 31 yards.
Full extension on the catch, stretch out, get your body turned over.
And so now it's 10-7 at the half. They've been used to being tied or behind and coming back to win it. They have that knack. Here's a comeback early third quarter. Big Ben. Hines Ward, nice. 21 yards down to the 21. Very next play. Well, that worked. Why don't we try it again? Roethlisberger gets hit as he throws. Hines Ward in the end zone, 21 yards, and Pittsburgh has the lead, 14-10. Remember, they fumbled deep, and they also missed a chip shot field goal that could be up by more.
Yeah, great job of Big Ben hanging in to get the ball to Hines Ward. Knew he was going to take a little bit of a shot. Got him the football for a Steeler touchdown.
And so Ward caught 7 for 109. Next possession, Kerry Collins. On 3rd and 20 to Justin McCarron, who gets the feed in. They measure just short. 4th and inches. Jeff Fisher says, let's go. And this is a beautiful play. Up, play action dive. Pitch out to the speedy rookie, Chris Johnson. Touchdown. 17-14. Johnson waves his own towel on a 4th and inches. That's a nice play. 3rd and 9. Collins. Bo Scaife. He's no scapegoat. Makes the catch. Just short of the first down. Titans line up for the field goal, but then, wait a minute. What did Pittsburgh do?
Simulated the snap count.
Oh. And so that's unsportsmanlike conduct. Mike Tomlin can't believe it because now first play, 4th quarter, same drive. Lindell White a touchdown. 24-14 Tennessee, who gained 323 today. The first team all year to gain over 300 yards against the Steelers. Jason Jones, the other rookie. He had 3.5 sacks. He forced 3 fumbles. So apparently there's guys other than Hainsworth and Vanden Bosch on that squad. Roethlisberger shotgun. It's Jones again. Along came Jones. It's a fumble. So 2 lost fumbles, 2 picks. Now this they shouldn't do. Understand that the Tennessee Titans have won an important, an emotional, and an impressive game with a big 4th quarter as the Titans beat the Steelers 31-14. They'll be home through the playoffs. They have the best record in football at 13-2 in a game that truly was a slugfest.
We felt like we hadn't played our best ball yet, and we felt like we needed to play our best ball to have a chance to win. So everybody's entitled to their own opinions. We have our own.
We're not making excuses for our performance out there. Emotional highs, ball games. That's a signature performance out there, and our name is signed to it. They played winning football. We didn't. It's just as simple as that. We're not going to look for excuses. They made critical plays. We made critical errors.
Well, both coaches stand up, and we may see these 2 guys again, but it will be Tennessee, the 1 seed, Pittsburgh, the 2 seed, and Tennessee basic football to win it, Tom. And one thing for Pittsburgh, they just came off that slugfest with Baltimore.
Absolutely.
It's a lot to go
Absolutely.
at Baltimore and at Tennessee, but certainly the Titans earned it up front, right?
Yeah, the signature of the Tennessee Titans this year has been the dominance front line offensively, front line defensively. And even without Albert Hainsworth and Vanden Bosch in the lineup, they still were dominant defensively, putting pressure on the passer. If you look at Kerry Collins throughout the year, he's only been sacked 8 times.
Wow.
This offensive line does a great job of not only run blocking, but protecting their quarterback. I don't think either one of these teams, we haven't seen the best of them. Vanden Bosch and Hainsworth are going to come back. When they do, they're going to be a better defense.
Fewest points allowed at Tennessee, the 211 in 14 games, the second fewest points at Pittsburgh. 30 years ago, it was Bum Phillips who coached the ancestors of the Titans and said to Houston Oilers, the road to the Super Bowl goes through Pittsburgh. Well, now 30 years later, the Pittsburgh Steelers have to say the road to the Super Bowl goes through what once was Houston, and now it's Nashville. We're only beginning on the Blitz.
The Blitz, brought to you by Old Spice Swagger, the scent that makes a difference.
You heard the man. There's more of the Blitz coming up. Boomer and TJ on the Jets dropping the ball in Seattle and dropping a game back in the playoff race. Plus, Falcons owner Arthur Blank called it a miracle. I don't know about that, but what Atlanta did Sunday in Minnesota, something special for sure. And don't look now, but the Chargers have played their way back into contention in the AFC at the expense of the Buccaneers. Talk about playoff implications. They had them on both sides.
If he comes up for air, we'll be waiting. When he slips up, we'll be ready.
I've been alone for a long time. I have to be.
As far as I'm concerned, that man's whole body is property of the U.S. Army.
An ordinary man
What is it like when it happens?
will become
It's very dangerous to be around me.
incredible.